At the LUK Driving Center in Baden-Baden, the Corvette ZR1. This is the most powerful and fastest Corvette of all time. This hand is guaranteed to win. Top speed 330 kilometers per hour, 0 to 100 in 3.6 seconds. Plenty of clout with 647 horsepower. The back shakes with 819 Newton-meters of torque. The 6.2-liter V8 small block provides decent momentum, and the ZR1 weighs just under 1,500 kilos. What's in store for us here? I don't think we've ever left such long black stripes out of a corner as we're doing today. 819 Newton-meters land on the rear axle like a platoon of Marines on the Taliban. Terror alert between the cylinder banks. The hired gun is an Eaton compressor. I'm not sure whether I've ever had to tame such a monster. Just this brutal sound, this forward thrust, this pushes forward in any situation. From 3,000 revs, there's full pressure on the compressor, 0.72 bar, and then it pushes forward so much. With the gear shift gate, you really need strong arms to get the gears in, but then it goes forwards, and amazingly, it brakes too. It's a bit critical when you take your foot off the gas. The load change into the brakes makes the whole car work, but in the end, it's technology for men. It's really old truck technology in places.
Für Männer, das ist richtig alte LKW-Technik zum Teil.
What the 911 is to a German, the Corvette is to an American. Made in Michigan, where men still hunt deer and women consider lumberjack shirts haute couture. 335mm wide tires and Brembos as thick as T-bone steaks. Image consultants are for others. The Corvette is and always will be the locker icon of the shift worker. The trademark of the ZR1 is the air intercooler behind polycarbonate. From the front spoiler and roof, the Americans use carbon while the body is aluminium. The result of this diet, a weight of just under 1,500 kilos. Welcome to the GM drive-thru. What would you like? A full interior leather with double helping of sport, please. Fast food style interior design, typically American. The ZR1 is no exception, and the price matches. The main menu costs 135,000 euros with all the extras. An equally powerful Lamborghini Murcielago costs twice as much. Despite adjustable suspension, the racer from Wixom, Michigan remains exactly what it always was, a macho man on four wheels. The engine on the front axle, 247 kilos, equipped with this supercharger. The car pushes forward. Words fail me.
Der schiebt das Ding nach vorne. Das ist einfach, mir fehlen die Worte.
The ZR1 engine is individually built by oil-covered human hands. The V8 small block stands for the high art of engine construction, including titanium piston rods and dry sump lubrication. And this infernal snarling here that the car's exhaust produces. The fast car, even in third gear, your back end goes flying. In this car, you can't waste a second thinking about what you're going to do if you've switched everything off like I have. No traction control, no ESP.
Alles ausgeschaltet haben. Keine Traktionskontrolle, kein ESP.
It can happen that in third or fourth gear you get slippage on rear wheels. I'd need a towel to wipe the sweat off my forehead. Madness. Michelin sports tires, specially developed for the ZR1, bring this madness onto the road. This car has no cup tires, but it still steers perfectly on the front axle. That's very impressive and indicates balanced weight distribution. The car goes around corners wonderfully. Of course, with this power, if I push on the pedal, the rear axle tends to be overwhelmed.
Tendenziell schon mal überfordert.
Lots of power, low weight in the ZR1. Every horsepower pushes a laughable 2.37 kilos. I don't think I've ever had to do so much for my money. This is real work. Brutal and loud is how the Corvette ZR1 greets you from the Olympus of supercars, meeting other gods like the Porsche GT2 or the Lamborghini Gallardo as equals. But even gods have their weaknesses. Taking corners in this seating position, it's much too far from the steering wheel. The seat offers zero side support, none at all. To tame such a beast with outstretched arms, it's like you're holding two beer steins. Despite that, does it have it in it to beat the Wiesmann GT MF5's top time? Will a car like this manage to crack the top time? It definitely has something in a straight line. Steering is very precise. Okay, we shouldn't worry, definitely not worry, because this thing wobbles and dances. Doing a fast lap here? Are you nuts? I think rodeo riding would be a holiday in contrast. 1 minute 6.58. This is the time to beat. Despite 355mm wide tires on the back wheels, the ZR1 leaves behind plenty of rubber at the start. Even with flat springs on the rear axle, the Corvette flies around the corners precisely on course. Now it counts. Gain time on the straight. The speedometer needle is flying 202.88 kilometers an hour. Congratulations, the top speed. No time to rest, though. The chicane and infield are waiting. Ceramic carbon brakes, transaxle construction, and a balanced weight distribution. The super-fast laborer is perfectly equipped for racing through the corners. To beat is the Wiesmann GT MF5's time. That's 100 kilos lighter, but also has 140 less horsepower. To cut it short, the Corvette ZR1 is the king of the track test. 1 minute 6.58, 2/100ths of a second faster than the Wiesmann. And the track test top speed as well. Corvette, yes you can. We have a new front runner at the LUK Driving Center in Baden-Baden. 1 minute 6.58 for the Corvette ZR1, even without cup tires. I would say, really great car. And now, enough congratulations. To finish up, let's have another run in this cannonball. Corvette ZR1.
Gibt's noch mal richtig ein auf der Kanonenkugel!